Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me. So, who fancies another Christmas project? So today I'm going to be repurposing this broken, falling apart book cover. So it's quite a large book cover. If you saw one of my videos previously within the Christmas series for this year, I used some smaller book covers to make writing boards. Now, you could do the same with this. This one is about an A4 size, so it's actually a bit too big. It's not going to fit in a journal. So I thought we could turn it into some kind of clipboard thing. And then I'm going to use it to package up some ephemera and have a Christmas card notebook to go with it. And it's basically going to be sort of a gift idea. That's what I'm looking to do, really. I just realised I haven't turned my light on. So we'll come back to the notebook later. For now, I just want to prep the book cover itself. So turn this into a clipboard thing, I suppose. So this is quite tatty. There's a lot going on here. I think the first thing that I want to do is, I think this was part of the spine. I just want to take that off, just like we did with the writing boards. So I'm just going to do that with my craft knife. Okay, so that's all nicely trimmed up now. I had to do a combination of craft knife, trimmer and scissors. And I think I've still got little bits hanging off, but I think it was just that I was using a blunt craft knife. I really need to get a new one, or a new blade. I'm just making sure that I've got all the off-hanging little bits taken off so that we're not going to lose paper suddenly. So I've got these two scrapbooking sheets, and I've got a Tim Holtz, which is just, it's got, you know, nice red on it, so I thought this would be nice, I think, for the ephemera side, because it's nice and neutral. And then for the other side, I've got this really nice sheet that's got like red roses on it, and it's got a slight almost like a coating to it, so I wouldn't have to matte medium it. And I thought that could be the clipboard side. So I need to get these trimmed down, obviously. So let's start on this side. So for this one, I want to come over enough to cover up the blue from the book cover. And this is where we realise that the book cover doesn't appear to be amazingly straight, but I'll cover up as much of the blue as I can, and then the rest I will hide under some gilding, just like we did with the book covers, so similar process. So I'm going to take that to my trimmer and get that cut up. And then for the other side, this one widthwise should be about right. I might take off a small amount. Let me just turn it. I can't see to the top. Yeah, I think widthwise it's pretty spot on. So I'm just going to trim it there. So I'll get these cut down. I have to take them to my big trimmer on the floor, so I'll just be 2 secs. Okay, all trimmed up. So we're just going to glue those on. So this one for this side. I think I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac just so that I know it's down there really, really, really well. Oops. Trying to decide whether to put pockets on this or not. I haven't quite decided that much yet. I thought we would just start by getting the pieces on, and then I can make a call. So let's slip that on. So as you see, I do have a blue border, but I should be able to cover that up with the gold gilding that I'm going to do. I kind of went with these papers where I wanted the reds for Christmas, but I kind of wanted to make the clipboard neutral enough that if somebody wanted to use it for non-Christmas projects in the future or something, then, you know, it didn't have like Santa on it or anything. That's kind of what I went with. And then we've got this piece, which I think goes this way. Yeah, so as I say, I've cut it slightly smaller than the book cover, just because I didn't want any papers hanging over the edge. You know, because that's a surefire way to lose papers if they're hanging over somewhere. So instead, I've gone with a slight matting, and then we can, yeah, go round it in some gold and have it look really nice. Sorry, I keep knocking you with my elbow. I think I'm sitting a bit too close to my tripod. To be fair, I am still getting used to it in its, you know, its new position. Or rather, its, you know, its temporary position, because I won't be having it there permanently. It's just until I find a better place for it, really. Oh, must have some glue on my hands. So if you are working with a paper that doesn't have a, you know, this has this sort of plasticky coating, if you don't have that, then you'll see in my writing board video, you know, a couple of weeks ago or something, where I used a matte medium gel over it just to protect it. So if you have the writing side, you want to protect that enough so that when you're writing, you're not going to, you know, dent your paper too much or something. But in this case, that part of it is done for me because it has got this protective coating on it. It's just some scrapbooking paper, but as I say, it has got, you know, something on it already. Okay, just keep feeling glue blobs. I think I must have had glue on my desk from earlier. Not to worry. Okay, so that is both sides matted. So, as I say, I want to decide whether I want to have pockets on it. So, this was the idea. I've got this Tim Holtz, I don't know what is that called? Some kind of clip. I've got a Tim Holtz clip, which I was going to use for the, you know, the clipboard. I'm sure you could probably buy contraptions where you actually turn this into a proper clipboard, but it's just temporary. Have a dangle or something from there maybe. So this is the writing side. This is the ephemera side. My other idea was to put all the ephemera inside like cellophane plastic bags of different sizes and have them clipped in there so that you've got like this cascading effect. Okay, so for the next step, I want to create some little notebooks with these two Christmas cards. I've been using Christmas cards as pages in my journals this year, but these ones were a lot bigger. And, well, to be quite frank, they're so nice that I think they would just make really nice notebooks. So, what I want to do for this one's got like a page insert, so I can just neatly pull that one out, so that's okay. This one is written inside, so I'm hoping I can cover up with music sheet and not have the writing show through. So we're just going to give it a go. So I've got music sheets for both of them, big ones there and little ones for this one. So I'm going to try the Kalal for gluing it, but I'm only going to put a thin layer on because I don't want the glue to seep through. Okay, so I'm just going to trim these so they've got a nice neat edge, so I'll just do that. Okay, so there we go. So as I say, I just want to put a thin layer. I did think to collage the insides of the notebook, so that is also an option. For me, I just went with the well, I'm just going with the music sheets if it works out. But yeah, one idea I did have was to collage them. So I'm just going up as far as I can get without going over the the natural score mark in the Christmas card. Because I'm probably going to put washi down, I imagine. Just to cover that up, but I don't want to have any problems with you know, making the spine too thick by going over it. So I thought I'm just going to cover the panels, almost like separate panels, isn't it? So getting plenty of glue on, but enough that it's not going to seep through too much. And just again going up to that just that natural groove. I think these music sheets are thick enough to cover up that writing that was inside the Christmas card. As I say, I just thought they were too nice not to not to turn them into notebooks of some kind. Okay, so then we can just cut around the card. Okay, and then I'll get the other one done. Only one of these is going to go with the clipboard, probably this smaller one, and you'll see what I'm going to do with that in a second. But I thought whilst I'm doing this, I might as well get both notebooks made. So if you've got any large Christmas cards that you particularly like, you might want to turn them into notebooks. And I need to choose some washi. I think I've got some really nice green and gold washi somewhere, almost like a Christmassy gold, green. So I might use that, see what that looks like on the inside. There we go. Perfection. All right, so I'll just get the other one done because I'm just going to do the exact same thing. And then I just need to go in with my art glitter glue just on the edges. Yeah, very cute. Okay, so that's the lining done. And I've just also put some washi tape up the middle. So the next thing that I want to think about is covering up the backs of them. So obviously we've got the you know, the business info from the card company. So for that I've got some papers here. Now, truth be told, these papers are probably not big enough, so I might add pockets. So let me see. I think this is a 7 by 7. So as you can see, it doesn't quite cover the whole thing, but we could just as easy put a pocket along the bottom. So this is where I got stuck because I could do so many different combinations of papers. I think I like this bright red one for there, and this more vintagey one like that. I think that's probably what I'm going to go with. This one is a bit sort of snowflake overload, but I don't think that matters. So let's do this one first. I'm definitely sure about this one. Because I've got paper stuck to the table. There we go. Colours wise, I think that works quite nice. Okay, right. So I'm going to leave a teensiest border. Again, just so that I haven't got papers overhanging anywhere. So we're going to cut just along that edge. Like that. Don't think it matters which way round it goes. And then we want to cut our pocket, which is just an offcut. It was already this size, to the size of that paper. I mean, if I was a measurer, I would measure, but I'm not. So yeah, and then we want a divot thing. So let's find our middle. I feel like I'm sitting at a funny angle again. How's that? Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Okay, so that will be that one. And yeah, it's because it's snowing and the bright red. Yeah, beautiful card that is. The person who sent it to me knew I was into journaling, and they even said about it being a nice, you know, making a nice journal cover one day, or notebook cover. So this one, I'm going to give it a border again. It's got quite a nice, give it a nice white border. So I'm trimming off the teensiest bit from this one. Yeah. And this one, I don't think needs to be as tall as that. So I think this is sort of the right kind of height, because it's only going to be for a tag or something. So let me cut that first. Yeah, and again I want to cut it to the size of this paper. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Oh yes, I like that. I like it more now that the I've cut this piece down a little bit. So get that divot in again, and then we can get these glued on. So I'm going to use the art glitter glue just because it's shiny upon shiny, and I just think this will handle it a bit better. Okay. So yeah, if you've got any large Christmas cards, I'm sure you've thought to do this already, but if not, maybe this is your reminder to give it a go. And I need to find some papers to put inside the journals, so this card will be fine. The other card, as you've seen, is quite a lot bigger, so I may have to sorry, I just want to, I'm using the art glitter so I haven't got any movement in it. Yes, you may want to, yeah, I'm going to need to use like a selection of papers, I think, as in sort of like have them almost staggered, so we'll have a look at that. So I'll have to get out a bunch of random papers, I think, and just see what I can do really. And then glue this on the 3 sides. Just for a little pocket. And the only reason I'm doing this is because the paper wasn't big enough, as I say. But you know, because it's only a little notebook, I do actually feel like this adds, you know, an extra layer of you know, usefulness to it really as well. Okay, I know I've got the border from the card at the front there, but it's not, doesn't really bother me. It's I'm not trying to hide the fact that this is made from a Christmas card. I'm just trying to make sure that it's useful, you know. Okay, may add some embellishments to that, but looking good. Don't know whether to have pockets on the inside. I might, we shall see. Pretty. Okay, so let's get the other one done. So I'm just going to get this one done and come back to you. All right, I'm back. So I've gone around the book cover with some gold gilding. I did quite a thick line of it, both front and back, because there was quite a lot of excess book cover to cover up. So I've done that. So this is what I used. Metallic gilding polish in Gold Treasure. If you don't have something like this, you could just use acrylic paint. You may even be able to do something with Distress inks watered down or something. I don't really know. I've not done that myself. I have done acrylic paint. So anyway, that's how that looks. So looking quite pretty. So our clipboard is ready. I've also put together these journals that you saw me making. So I've just gone through and put some random papers in. Once again, just using up my stash. So similar papers in each. Got book cover. So it's kind of like a junk journal notebook, I suppose. You know, little odds and ends, tea-dyed paper, note paper, you know, fold out writing spots and things. Naked, so somebody can do something with it. And we've got our pocket on the back. I just need to back that journal card, and then that's that ready. So I did a 5-hole pamphlet stitch, so it's nice and strong. And we've got this one as well. Again, similar sort of deal. This was a much larger card, so I had to kind of like fan my papers out, but I really like that look. So, you know, we've got like a pink border around this first cover page. It's got similar note paper, ledger, scraps of pretty paper, little fold out writing spots. That was just to make that page, you know, appear longer. Vintage papers, book page in the middle again. And yeah, just sort of carries on like that really. Just for someone, you know, blank for someone to add in pockets and embellishments and, you know, bits and bobs. So those are those. I don't know whether I'm going to do both of these with this or just one. We'll have to sort of see once we get it packaged up. So here's what we're doing. So I've got this Tim Holtz clip for the clipboard part, so nice and easy, just pops on there. And then if someone doesn't want to use this as a clipboard, they could just take that off and use that in their journaling. So that's that. I was thinking to maybe hook this pretty bell bow thing on the top there, so we'll see once we get everything in. Okay. Okay, so I've got my scrapbook paper scraps in this bag. I'm using plastic cellophane because I already have these. I haven't gone out and bought these especially. These were already in my you know, packaging, shop packaging stuff. So I've already got those. You could use, you know, glassine bags, paper bags, whatever you like. I just wanted to use, you know, stuff that I've already got. So that's all my scraps in there. Large scraps, nothing teeny tiny, apart from these ones in the front. So we've got some Twinchies, like Twinchy scraps, and we've also got these 2 small strips, and that was because they were Stamperia, so I didn't want to, well, I wasn't going to just throw them away, was I? Okay, so we have this. So I've got different sized bags. This one I've got little fussy cuts and stamp type pieces in here. You know, things for, you know, reds and stuff. So I've just got these little bags. So I've got one of those. I think I might have 2 of these. Just thought I would show you because this could be a really cute gift idea. In here I've got embellishment type pieces that I've made, so little clusters, altered paper clips and the sewn snippets that we've made on video together. So just an array of bits and bobs in there. So just closing those up. And I've got some handmade ephemera bits in this one. I need to sew around a couple of pieces. So I'm just going to take those out. They're just, you know, masterboard pieces, but I want to sew around those. So I'm not ready to close this one up yet, but basically it's all different pockets and things that we've made mostly on video. So I've got that in there. I've got a little, one of these little mesh bags of ribbons and twines. There's some fabric ruffles in there, and some of these little bells that I had left over. So I've got those just in there, just some bits and bobs. And then I've got some fabrics, which I was thinking to put in this paper bag. So I was trying to get sort of different heights of things, you'll see. So this paper bag, once it's clipped in, is a pretty good height for this clipboard. You know, it's a large paper bag, and again, this could be used in somebody's journaling. So I think I will close this up with some washi. So let's fold it down to the size that we want. So I think a bit wider actually, let's go a bit wider. Okay, something like that. So grab some washi. I've got some green Christmassy washi left, so let's use a piece of this. And then again, that can be used in the journaling. Oh yeah, there you go. I've only got a little bit left anyway. Okay. Hopefully this will be enough. If not, I'll have to get something else. See what happens. Yeah, that should be fine. Or maybe I should have folded it the other way. Actually, I'll fold it the other way. There we go. Just because I'm trying to make it as neat as possible on the front, so. I do that way, and that will keep that closed like that there. There we are. So that's our back piece. We're just going to tuck that under our clip, nice and easy. So I think I will put in the scrapbook papers next. So you can see there we've got the sort of the layers, and you can still see the clipboard underneath. As I say, I've not done this one up yet, but the idea is this one will go next to it. So let's slide those over. There we go. as I say, this is just to package it up nice. So this is going to go into my shop, but I thought this would make a really cute gift idea, you know, for someone who's into journaling. So I thought I would show you in case you're getting some ideas for some happy mails and things. And of course you could do this with any theme, it doesn't have to be Christmas. It could just be a generic happy mail, couldn't it? So then we've got these two little baggies which just fit in. Oh, it's getting quite bulky. There we go. That looks alright, doesn't it? And I think if you were using glassine bags, you could even decorate up the bags nice. Obviously I'm just using the clear plastic, so let's do that. So I'm just hooking the little bow on the top there, just to give that a bit of decoration there. And oh, actually before I do that, I need to get this on. So let's unhook that off again. There we go. So I've just got this little bag of bits and bobs. I thought to just hook that over the clip at the top there. I think that will be alright, and then we can tie the jump ring back on like that. Yeah, looking good, I think. So then for the notebooks, I was thinking to have these on the back. So I've got some sort of burgundy ribbon here. So I'm just going to take this along the back, like that. Actually, I'm just going to turn it over because I want the, it's like a satin and non-satin side. So grab that. I'm just going to tie a pretty bow on the front. You know, this is quite a quick project to do. You know, if you've made all the bits and bobs, and you know, in my case, I'm just trying to get through my last bits of Christmas stash. So I might be able to tuck that under there. If I move the bow up, then that will keep that in place. Might have to do a fancier bow later, but you get the idea. Okay, and then just turn this over. So this was the card notebook I thought to include. I'm just going to see how it would look with both of them on the back, because have it be, you know, a really big journal set. There we are. That fits all right. And then we can just tie up the bow a little bit tighter, I think. So what do you think? Make a really nice gift idea, wouldn't it? Happy mails and things. So I hope you don't mind me showing you that process. You know, something very simple, all packaged up nice. And you know, all the individual elements can be used. So that's how we look. So you can see all the different layers. So as you can see, there's 5 different bags of things, or 6 including this one. And you can see them all. So you've got 2 at the top there. You can just see the scraps here. Here's the ephemera that we've made, here's the bag of bits, and here's the paper bag with fabric at the back. And then of course you turn over, and once I get that bow right, those 2 Christmas card notebooks will just be sitting in there ready to be used. And then of course we've got the clip and fancy part at the top, so you know, if somebody did want to use those in journaling, they could as well. I think that looks really sweet. Really nice gift idea, that, I think. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing that come together. Just a little project to finish off our Christmas projects, and yeah, that was my idea. So I hope you like it, and yeah, let me know what you think. So as I mentioned, this will be going into my Etsy shop. Really not for very much money, I wouldn't have thought, because although there's a lot here, it didn't take too long to put together. And really this was more for me just trying to, you know, use up my Christmas stash. So I want it to go to somebody who's going to use all these bits and bobs. So yeah, look out for that if you are interested. Otherwise, I will leave you with that. And I don't know, will you make some of these for your your Christmas pen pals, or as I say, you don't have to go with the Christmas theme. These could all be, you know, florals. They could be any theme that you like, just for you to use up some bits, or, you know, send some pretty happy mails. I think I'll have that round that way actually, maybe, I'm not sure. There we go. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing that come together. Bye bye for now then, and we'll speak soon.